throwing lanes.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Prescott. That's Gallup on the slam. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, back to you two in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports halftime report. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. Both teams making their final preparations for this second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Jalen Hurts bringing the Eagles out for their next drive. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they're going to speed things up here. Second down, here's Davis Price. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure.
Come on, man.
Unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Flushed out right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
shotgun and then a handoff to Davis Price.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And quickly, they get to the line.
First down, and they go right back to Davis Price.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
Second down, here's Hurts.
This is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts.
This is Smith with a grab. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Elliott on for the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
So for the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott now.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Wide receiver A.J. Brown. You see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here.
Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that on the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays, so let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
But first down, Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Hurts. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 14. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking in the way they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Barkley, inside handoff. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7. They'll drop to throw. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Able to hit his target lane. And they work this right upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
action now. Prescott.
That is caught. Schoonmaker.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard.
Come on, Saul.
Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. To throw is Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 13.
He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
That is caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
A handoff to Barkley. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really good gain right there. They picked up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Rolling to his right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not.
Oh, he ain't catch this good. Oh, shit.
Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Hey, 73, 73.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th.
Dude, that nigga, sorry, that shit don't matter, Kara. None of that shit really
An
matters.
incredibly aggressive move to go for it there.
Shit is all about
Game-tied
rhythm.
4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football when we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter. Makes this thing a little bit more interesting. 2nd and 6 coming up. They run here with Dowdle.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3. They'll try and run for it with Vaughn. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not that much. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. A running play, it's Dowdle. And not much running room, down in the 32. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 3rd down, it's Vaughn. And not much running room, down to the 32. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. So a big one coming here for Brandon Aubrey. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Hurts and the Eagles now. Down 24-21. Under 1:20 to go. And they need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Man open, here's Jones. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And some room to work. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And part of you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal out there and kick for the win.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Here's Dak. To the sideline and incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw, Prescott.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going, because if he catches the football, the clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
Prescott.
Here we go. This to avoid overtime.
That is incomplete.
And we've got 3 footballs.
Squeeze forward, dog.
And we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout.
So, chill out with this shit.
So the Cowboys going to get the first chance here to search for a winner as we're back underway to start this overtime. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That's Gallup on the slam.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away.
Slow this bullshit, dog. Fuck you ain't on no bitch.
Interceptions in regulation, but looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light is still on for him.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 79 yards rushing for him now to this point. Second and a couple. On the run, it's Dowdle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Up the middle, it's Vaughn. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up and keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
That quarterback got some nuts, boy.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Throws caught by Schoonmaker. And down.
Come on, man. What the fuck's going on, dog?
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Prescott. That is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Aubrey now for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Shit.
The Eagles coming out.
That was a bad move.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker try on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Pick drop by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Gigantic play by this defense, Charles. So they came back in the fourth quarter, took the momentum into overtime, and now they take the football.
And how do you think the team that just threw the pick feels right now? They surrendered the lead, got to overtime, had a chance to redeem themselves, And now they put the game in jeopardy with another pick. And guess what? Their defense has to hold.
So it's a win here for the Cowboys, and it was Dak Prescott, their quarterback, who really led the charge.
Yeah, he was in complete control of this offense. He had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And to be honest, he really made it look easy out there.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.
Anybody the fuck open? I'm fucking look. Devontae Smith was wide open. He looked open, but this shit. Goddamn lady under that bitch. Sleep. Rico Dog with that bullshit on. What the fuck? This nigga didn't even play. This nigga didn't touch the field not one time. This nigga didn't touch the field not one time. What is going on? This nigga ain't touched the field not one time. Now that's crazy. Computer site, fuck you. Find our computer. I'm talking about nigga ain't touched the ball not one time. Nigga didn't even see the field on special team, nothing. God, computer. Talking about it was all right here, boy. Yeah, it's not on like this. Still look fucked up. Wait a minute, dog. Wait a minute, dog. What the fuck? What the fuck just happened, Who told the game to do that shit, dog? Bro, what the fuck? Who the fuck told the game to do that shit? Man, that shit be doing some stupid shit, dog. I mean, this motherfucker reset itself. That's crazy. Oh man, that's wild as fuck. I'm not doing that bullshit tonight.